If you are still closeted, I want you to know that you are still valid and a part of this community. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Anna. I post queer, quirky videos here on this channel each week, and if that's something you're interested in, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. And to keep the running theme of videos here on this channel, which would be gay videos, I thought it would be appropriate / helpful for anyone who hasn't come out or something that people can relate to if they've already come out, to a video of 5 different creative ways for you to come out. So these aren't going to be your typical sit someone down and have that conversation video, which are totally valid ways to come out to people. But I thought, why not switch it up and give you all some creative and unique ways to come out to people. So if you want to find out what those 5 are, then just keep watching. So the first way is the way that inspired me to make this video, but it is bake or decorate some sort of treat for the person. Somebody that I know was talking about potentially coming out to a family member, and I was like, well, why make it so serious and scary? Why not literally just bake them bake them 5 or 6 cupcakes, and literally on each cupcake like write the letters I'm gay, and then put them in a box and give it to them. If that's, you know, if that's the relationship you two have where it can be silly and lighthearted, like go for it. I think it's definitely a way that is like not so serious, and some people have those relationships with their loved ones that you can just present somebody with that and they'll be like, oh, okay, so can I like eat the treat now? Is that it? We're good? It's chill, it's fine, you know. Hopefully that would be the response that they would give you. You know, you can make a cake, decorate cookies, you could make cupcakes. There are a bunch of different sweet treats that someone would be super excited to, most importantly, know a very important factor about you, but also be able to eat a sweet treat out of it anyway. I don't know what this hand was doing. So way number 2 would be if you or the person that you want to come out to is very into novels, into poetry. There's a fuzz floating in the air. Sorry. Write them a poem, right? Like make it whimsical and beautiful and, you know, all the best words you can write down into a poem about yourself saying that you're gay. I think someone that appreciates poetry would definitely appreciate that because it's something that is sincere and sentimental and important and serious, but you're making it about yourself. And I think it would go like a really long way for that person. If you're not someone that's poem savvy, I'm sure you could ask someone that's close to you that maybe already knows that you're gay, and they could help you out writing it. Because I know for a lot of us, when we're coming out to someone, you always have those perfect words or that perfect statement to say, and then you get in front of that person and it's like it's like literally word vomit and you don't remember a single word you were going to say to that person. Which, if that's happened to you, it's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to the majority of us. And I also think writing something down would be a better way to articulate your words. And way number 3 is what we're doing right here, would be making them a video. If talking in front of a camera, something that you're comfortable with or could become comfortable with, and you're able to just sit in a room by yourself, stare at a camera, acting like it's the person that you're talking to and just coming out to them and venting to them, like do that. Try not to like edit the video too much so that it looks sincere, because it is sincere. Coming out to someone is super important and a very, you know, big step in anybody's life. But make them a video, tell them everything you would say to them in person in front of their face, but it would be a way that it wouldn't be as intimidating because you're staring at a beautiful camera lens that I'm pointing at right there. That would make it easier for you to articulate your word and come out to that person. Plus, it would also give that person time to maybe watch the video, reflect on what they just watched, come up with ways to articulate their words back to you, and then you two could meet up in person, have the conversation one-on-one with each other without a camera or a screen, and in your way. That way it just kind of gives both people time to, I came out to you, you took that news, now here we're together and talking about it together. So the fourth way is actually something I guess similar to the poem, but you could make them a book, and you could either do that just by yourself, arts and crafts at home, and just, you know, if you love drawing, you could draw little characters and then you could write like one sentence on each page and it would be like your coming out story to this person, or you could use it for multiple people. But that way it could be almost therapeutic for you, being able to draw it and write it out and plan this reel, obviously, but that you would be able to process easier. Again, you'd be able to write down your words and articulate them exactly the way you wanted to, but that person would be presented with a book instead of being presented with a conversation, which, if that's not necessarily something that you're comfortable with or that they're comfortable with, handing them a book and saying, hey, read this in your privacy, and you know, I hope that everything will be okay after this, but we can talk later. I think that would be like a really cool and interesting way for you to be able to come out to that person. There's also a website called lovebookonline.com, and traditionally they make love story books. So you like, it would be you and your partner, and you would make that book about like the love story of the two of you. But I'm sure there's a way that you can do just one person. So then if you were able to afford those, they're not too expensive, but they're still more than just being able to like draw on a piece of paper. That would be like a hardback book kind of way. You would be able to like, you could choose like what the cartoons would be, you could choose what the writing would be on the page, you could choose the cover, you could choose all sorts of things. That way it would just be shipped to your house, and then you could present them that one as well. So if that is an option you would consider, I'll leave the link in the description. And the fifth and final way is take your time. You know, if you're not ready to come out to someone, don't do it. Like, maybe if you really want to come out to someone but right now is not the right timing, you could still make the book, you could still write the poem, you could still make the video. Maybe you don't bake something because that would probably go bad, but you could do any of the other three and keep them on you for whenever you do decide to come out to that person. You know, if now is not the right time, that's totally fine. No matter what the circumstances, you don't have to give anybody a reason, or you don't even have to give yourself a reason. If you're not ready, you're just not ready. But go ahead, and if it's something or a way of releasing some stress about the situation, write the book, write the poem, make the video. You know, you could do 1, 2, 3, 1,000 different versions of them until you're finally ready to come out to that person. So if you're not ready, it's okay. Take your time, do what you need to do, stay safe, number one, and when the time is right, the time will be right for you to do so. I promise you. And just a little PSA announcement. If you are still closeted, I want you to know that you are still valid and a part of this community. Coming out is scary. It's not safe for everyone. It is in no way, shape, or form easy for yourself or anybody receiving that information. But ultimately, the person that needs to accept yourself the most is yourself. I know it can be scary. I know it can be confusing. Trust me, I'm sure we've all been in that boat before. If you haven't come out yet, if you're still trying to figure out your sexuality, you're not alone. There are people out there like you, and you have my full support. I hope my channel could maybe be a place for people who aren't comfortable being out yet. They could learn some advice. They could maybe talk to people in the comments and keep an anonymous identity about themselves, anything like that. This is a safe space for everyone. And any of you closeted people out there, I love you. I'm sure we all love you as well, and you got this. So those are the 5 unique ways that you could come out to somebody with. I think it's really fun to think of different and unique ways to come out to people, because it is becoming more accepted to be a part of the LGBT community nowadays. So what better way than to think of some unique ways to come out to people, and ways that, you know, the poem might work for one person, where the baked goods might work for another, where the video might work for another person. You know, being able to come out to people while still respecting the type of person that they are would definitely go a long way. So I hope that some of these are things you could take and do yourself. And if you do, I would love to hear about them in the comments down below. If there are any creative ways that you all have come out, absolutely, let's talk about them. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye!